All right, so I'm a little bit behind on this. A load of people have already talked about this, but it made me so angry that I just have to talk about it. I can't believe it. I do not know what is going on with YouTubers this year. Like, you had the Colleen Ballinger thing where she got exposed for like grooming or something, and she decided to sing a little song on her ukulele to say, I shouldn't even say sorry. And now we have this person, right, called Zav Girl, who's a true crime YouTuber. And now true crime, I think, is a really tricky thing, right? Because you have to I feel as though to be a good true crime, like, YouTuber or whatever, or to be like sort of ethical in that sort of genre, you have to be very respectful to like the family and the situation as a whole, because obviously there's a lot of grief and tragedy in there. But anyway, this Zav Girl, I have no idea why she did this. This is the most baffling thing I have ever seen like a true crime YouTuber do. And I made a video about what's her name, Stephanie Sue. I don't think she does it anymore, but she used to make like mukbangs while like talking about someone that got brutally murdered. I don't think she does it anymore. Has she taken them all down? I think she may have taken them all down, which I mean, I guess is a good thing. But she used to make like videos like this, like big mukbangs, and it'd be about like a brutal murder, which is just like quite insensitive, I think. But this has taken it to a whole new level. So this person here, Zav Girl, she I didn't even know this was I don't know why this is a thing. I don't know why this should be allowed, but apparently in America you can like file I think it's called like a Freedom of Information Act request, and you can get information on like any court case and like all the documents within it. She did that on a case with a boy that was murdered, and she just took these court documents, including like autopsy photos of this dead boy, and posted it to her fucking Patreon. How insane is that? That's fucking ridiculous. Like, you have to be tapped to do that. Like, what runs through your head? You have to be next level stupid to do that. Or maybe she just doesn't care, because being realistic, right, look at this channel, right? Just look at this channel. Other than it being obvious just shit, it's quite clear this is just set up to try and farm income off of tragedy. But anyway, she issued an apology video, so let's watch it.
Hi everyone. If you're listening to this, then you likely know about the last few days. I want to apologize to everyone I've hurt, but especially Cannon's family. I've been doing some major soul searching and reflecting.
What a fucking... I've been doing some major soul searching. Fuck off. What do you fucking mean you've been doing some major soul searching? You uploaded photos of a dead child who was murdered to your Patreon.
To define my motivations. And while I'm not looking for forgiveness or trying to make excuses, I do hope to provide additional context that has not been made clear. I have followed the Letitia Stout case closely, and it was actually during the trial that I made the official records request.
Why do they just give this information to idiots like this? I can understand giving it to maybe like a news network so they can kind of cover the case properly. Why give it to idiots like this?
I requested all the video, audio, and written records. I made no request for autopsy photos. I wanted all trial records, but my main interests were interviews with Letitia. The autopsy photos just happened to be in the files.
Right, but you still uploaded them, didn't you? Also, I don't know, I find people that are, like, well into this sort of stuff fucking weird. Like, that's a red flag. If someone is well into, like actual shit that's happened, and not even shit that happened, like fucking, 100 years ago, like Jack the Ripper or something. I can understand why someone would be interested in that, but shit that's ongoing to the point where you go to the court and request the documents. What the fucking hell is wrong with you? True crime is a plague.
I'm reviewing what I received so I could provide more info from the trial. I believe many of my images were already shown during the televised trial, and I saw the photos on other public YouTube channels that live streamed the trial and shared the evidence. I didn't think any of the images were new. These photos were already public, although the video I put together with the coroner's voice was my own creation. I chose to put the video on Patreon because of the sensitive nature of the evidence.
That doesn't make it... fucking hell. I'm not even going to try and argue at that point. It's just so stupid.
Put the video on Patreon because of the sensitive nature of the evidence.
You shouldn't be publishing this, sensitive information, should you? Realistically. It's not your place, is it?
Putting the evidence behind a paywall meant added security.
Her Patreon was $3. Her Patreon was $3. It's not exactly Fort Knox, is it? This pisses me off, honestly.
The video I created with a voice from the coroner wasn't meant to be shared outside of Patreon. And I chose not to put the photos on YouTube, a public forum.
Wow, that's so good of you. You didn't post photos of a dead kid on YouTube, which wouldn't even be allowed, by the way. You're so great. I forgive you.
Where the views would have allowed me to make more money. and the photos would be seen by more people.
Well, no, that's just not true, because YouTube most certainly would not allow you to monetize that. They don't allow you to monetize videos if you swear too often. They're not going to allow you to monetize this. You're insane if you think they will.
I'm not this evil, heartless person like many are saying, but I'm also doing a lot of self-reflecting, and I'm looking into sensitivity training. I did not want to add to the family's loss.
Being realistic, right? You shouldn't have to do sensitivity training to know not to do this. That's like saying, I killed someone. Oh, I'm gonna have to go into not murdering people training. It's just something you should know not to do.
With anything I said or shared about this case. And it will be a long time before I ever trust myself or my decisions again. To Gannon's family, I have no words that can make this better. No one should have to ever go through what you guys have been through. I am so very sorry for any pain that I have caused.
Right, this person can never upload a true crime video ever again. I want to be clear, I'm not like shitting on all true crime, obviously not. I feel as though a lot of true crime is very educational, informative, and serves a real purpose. However, what she did absolutely does not. I don't know, it seems, from what I can tell from this whole thing, is she seems to get like a little bit of a kick out of these like tragic situations. So if you go on her community tab, she's posted this, hey you all, so I got a bunch of Letitia Storch case files I'm going to be releasing. So there's some new videos and info, and also some videos they played in court, but the quality wasn't the best, so I have the originals, where it's not a recording of a crooked TV screen. Lol. I don't know, it's just the tone of this. I don't know. To me, it's just not right. Like, you can't be using lol in like a case this serious. That is still ongoing. This isn't something that happened like long in the past. From what I can tell, this is ongoing. But yeah, this person can never make a true crime video ever again. Like, honestly, that apology video was terrible, because a lot of it, what she was saying was like, I could have made a lot more money off it, but I didn't, did I? I put it behind a paywall and made people pay for it. No, you wouldn't have made a lot more. That's just a lie. You wouldn't have made a lot more money if you posted it on YouTube. Putting it behind a paywall doesn't make it any better. Like, you published sensitive information of probably the worst crime anyone could ever commit on someone. It's just ridiculous. And honestly, I'm so angry. I haven't been this angry about like a YouTuber thing in a long time. I just wanted to talk about this today because it really pissed me off. It did. And she's like definitely the worst, but there are still like bad true crime channels out there that I find, to be honest, very disrespectful. And I don't know how a lot of them are still going on, to be honest. I don't know how a lot of them haven't been called out. But anyway, I'm going to leave it there for today's video. I'll see you in a bit. Bye.